there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today, I am reacting to Winter's comments on Marie from Belle Collective. So anything I say is alleged and in my very, 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 very personal opinion. None of this is personal. This is for entertainment purposes only. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. So I quickly wanted to do a video, you guys. Winter went live. It sounded like she was having some technical difficulties to have her camera, so I don't know if she's gonna do like a pre-recorded video to go more in depth, so you can see like her facial reactions, or if she is just going to go live at a later time. But nonetheless, she did do a brief video that I want to react to. And for people who are like, well, you know, what's going on? Why are we, you know, interested in what Winter's got to say and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Here's the thing. I like Winter. And what better person to speak to some of the behind the scenes shenanigans that take place in reality TV that we kind of speculate takes place, but you have somebody literally who went through the trenches and can speak to a lot of what we suspected based off of what takes place on the show, based off of certain cast members' behaviors or non-behaviors on social media, and how you just see a completely different person when you are seeing these cast members on these interviews versus what their quote-unquote portrayal is on the actual show. So I value what Winter has to say because I feel she's going to keep it real. Now, the thing is, the people who have issues with her, they don't want to hear the truth about their fave. That's the bottom line. There's somebody that's their fave that they don't want to hear anything negative about, but you have to take off your Stan glasses. You have to take off your Stan, you know, wars or whatever, and look at it from what's right and wrong. So just wanted to get that out the way, right? So shout out to Winter. So briefly, she said that it was clear. She didn't want to say that Marie retracted her statement, so to speak, but basically, like I said, she backtracked. She walked back what she said, whereas So Gucci kind of doubled down on the comment she made, and she said that is an example of what she's previously said in other, you know, lives and interviews and things, that there definitely was a call. Somebody got word of something, right? And somebody was like, Marie, you need to clean this up. You need to redirect this and repurpose this or whatever so that it doesn't look like what it sounds like. And that is exactly what Marie did, right? So basically, Winter said the only people who are really exempt from not having to have any check-ins or have anybody try to have them walk back anything or anything is her and Monique. Because her and Monique are currently not on any of the shows on the OWN network. Monique and Winter currently are not employed with Kingdom Reign, do not have any affiliation right now with OWN, with Discovery, none of that. So they're not on the show anymore. They are free to speak to their experience. They can do as many interviews, as many lives, as many platforms as they want to, because nothing is binding them anymore to the show. So they're free to say their mind. What's happening, though, is, you know, in Winter's opinion, she feels this is one too many active cast members on these reality shows on the OWN network that have spoken out this year alone. And too many back to back to back to where it was like, okay, we've got to stop this. We got to stop the bleeding because this isn't it. This is, you know, spinning, you know, in a direction that could be very, you know, detrimental to us, right? But she brought up the point again, how these reality stars need to create their own union so there's protection when there are issues, when there are problems. And she said there's no structure, there's no HR department to air your grievances. But she also said, which I kind of alluded to, that if the cast itself, if you don't have a production team, if the cast decides, hey, we're not going to film, we're not going to participate, right? The conditions are so bad, the work environment so bad that we're just not even going to bother, right?
then there's no production. Then production has to act, right? They have to do something. But nonetheless, it just goes in line with Winter has previously said that they do not like you. They want you to be active on social media if it's in regards to promoting the show and promoting the storyline that they are pushing. But Winter said, you get a phone call if you go rogue, if you try to tell the truth, if you try to expose what's really happening. They don't like that. They do not like that at all. And so she said for Marie felt like she did this to basically, I guess, fall back in line with with everything and be a team player, whatever else. But like Winter said, and like what I've said, the issue now is people aren't going to take you seriously. Now people are not going to see you somebody as credible because you literally have a whole dissertation, like I said in a previous video, basically throwing shots at Kingdom Reign, at Carlos King. If you're talking about production, if you're talking about a toxic work environment, if you are talking about a producer in particular that is, encouraging, certain things to happen, or is only putting out certain scenes, certain storylines that make you look bad, or is only editing certain scenes and episodes to where you look like you're just blowing up at everything, but we don't see the prior to of what set you off or what the other person may have said to make you upset. You had several examples that basically point the finger to Kingdom Reign, to Carlos King, to his production staff, whether it's a person in particular, whether it is multiple production people, it is still falling under the whole, conglomerate, the whole structure of Kingdom Reign Entertainment. So you are saying now, oh, no, it's not about Carlos King. We're good. It's all good. No. No, it's not all good. And Winter said as well that people should not be afraid to speak their mind. They should have the confidence to say what it is they need to say. But moving forward, something has to give, because this can't continue. And it's a bad look when the active cast members are saying this. But Mel said this in January. She said this in January of 2024. That she felt unprotected. And instead of Carlos King doing anything, and Mel literally started crying. Notice he edited that out of his episode, right? Of that podcast. Edited it out and struck people's channels that uploaded it, right? So they've got to play it either behind the scenes or on another platform. But nonetheless, she said that in January, instead of Carlos King taking this to heart, taking the criticism, he tried to walk it back and be like, well, I'm not as involved with the show as I used to be. Let's bring out Sonny and Moses. And it just was completely tone deaf. He does not like to hear any criticism that is going to make him look bad or make his company look bad. But here is the thing. You have too many people that are saying the same thing and you're doing nothing. Your reaction is to retaliate against them by either, in the case of Mel, just having a full season devoted this first half of the season. The millimeters are this, the millimeters are that, the millimeters are causing all this harm to all these people. They're responsible for all these people's businesses blowing up and all of this nonsense and all of this foolishness. They're responsible for Martel's arrest. They're responsible for, all of these things. Everybody apparently has all the millimeters apparently know who all the city officials are in Huntsville, know who all of the, the inspectors, everything associated with your guys' businesses to get you shut down or open. Apparently the millimeters have all the answers. It is what you have decided to make the season about. So now all of a sudden it is coming out. You have cast members that are quitting, that are basically saying, hey, the pay is not worth this nonsense. The pay is not worth this foolishness. You have Soguchi and Marie even saying, listen, I will not be silent anymore. This is, bigger than the show. This is about me. This is about my reputation. This is about my needs. And, you saw what happened, right? One person continued to basically kind of say, hey, I said what I said, and I wanted to say more, but my husband said, basically, I said enough based off of Carlos King's reaction. And you have Marie basically like, well, I did say what I said. I did mean what I say, but it's not about who you think it is. Well, who is it about? Is it a mystery? Is it magic? Like, I'm just trying to understand, right? Because we're not idiots. We're not dumb. We're not stupid. We are all educated, mature adults here who obviously know what's happening here. But like Winter said, something has to give, something has to change, because you can't have all these people that are not feeling comfortable. And the worst thing that you can do, which is looking like the case of Marie, is that she appeared to be silenced. Even though she's pointed out in her posts that she has been previously silenced about trying to speak out about things. But then just fell right back in line to be silent again. Sorry about that. My mic dropped, like literally. So nonetheless, that is all I wanted to say. If Winter does a deep dive, I will be reacting to that as well. But she just kind of just confirmed a lot of what we've been saying. Everybody can't be lying. Carlos King deleting that live or privating it or whatever so it doesn't see the light of day. It was just a lot of chaos. It was a lot of chaos. It's a lot of disaster. So like I said, either moving forward, he's either going to go back to doing pre-recorded lives, or he is going to, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Or maybe not have cast members on there anymore. I don't know. Or maybe redirect it back to Dustin doing the interview so Carlos King is not involved, so they can't just be out here. I don't know. But something has to give, because even, with Latrice on there, even with Kimmy on there, and of course Aikisha and others who are active cast members, they got their shots in there too. Latrice was like, listen, you better show the full scene of this fight that happens. You better not edit anything out like you normally do. And Carlos King was like, whoa. And then Aikisha and Soguchi called out about whether or not Selena was supposed to be a Belle, and that it was news to them that she was a Belle. And Carlos King basically called them behind the scenes, told them some other type of gossip, some other type of nonsense, and is playing dumb on his platform when it gets called out. Not a good look. And then, of course, you also have Kimmy even calling out Carlos King, right? And apparently she's going to do it at the reunion, where she basically is saying, listen, we need to stop filming these reunions all these months in advance, and we're now watching these episodes, seeing what people are saying behind our backs, seeing what people are saying in other scenes, and we weren't privy to this other information that could have changed the narrative, could have changed the approach of this reunion. Even Bravo doesn't film reunions that early. So she was just getting her licks in too every now and again, but nonetheless, this can't continue. This cannot continue at all, you guys, as far as I'm concerned. And it just seems that OWN has lost control, because even like your other reality TV shows, like on your Bravos, on your CBS, your ABC networks, usually people wait till after like the 1 year or 2 year NDA expires before exposing production or exposing different things about the show when they were on it like a year or two ago. Never has it been actively while the show is airing, we're just going to air everybody out. What people will do on Bravo is they'll do those after shows, or now some of the cast has YouTubes, so they'll say, hey, this is what you didn't see after the episode airs. Hey, we had an extended conversation, and this happened actually, and they didn't show that, right? And it was really only Candy Burris from Real Housewives Atlanta that got a little bit more vocal her last couple of seasons on her platform, where she was more so kind of calling out some things with production. But prior to that, it was more about, hey, this is what happened behind the scenes, but nobody was being thrown under the bus, so to say. Or it was really the cast members that were being thrown under the bus or whatever, that were being messy, but it was, under the guise of, hey, this is only a 42-minute show. There's only so much you can see. This is what else happened, right? but nothing of this magnitude to where people are dissatisfied, feeling unprotected, feeling that the work environment is toxic, feeling as though that, you know, even Latrice said that it's okay for cast members to spread a lie and people to take it and run with it, and there is no consequences at all. And everything else. And you either have to ride with this knowing that it's a lie, and if you try to argue against it, people call you crazy, people call you turned up, and it's just nothing but madness. So that's all I wanted to say in this video about Winner. Shout out to Winner. Again, please check out her platform. She does have good content and commentary, especially when it, you know, revolves around these reality TV shows, because she has firsthand knowledge of some of the behind the scenes stuff that takes place. So what better than somebody who actually lived through it and knows the pros and the cons and knows, you know, some of the ins and outs of things to have a reaction to, you know, everything that kind of played off. Because honestly, this has kind of set a precedent this year alone of the number of reality stars associated with Carlos King, associated with the OWN network, that have spoken out. But also, Cynthia spoke out as well. There have been other reality stars who have spoken out about production. You know, like I said, after some time has passed, after several years have passed, never during an active season airing has this ever taken place on this type of a level where it is looking very sus, right? What you usually will see is people will come for each other or will want their cast members fired, but nothing of this magnitude where they're like, listen, production is out of order. So there's that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.